Another interesting label they've given us is apocalyptic cult. And in this regard, I'll quote from an article by the Czech anti-cultist, Mr. Wojtyszek.
Interview that came out.
The interview that came
in
out.
connection with this media lynching.
Now listen closely, friends. I would certainly be wary of their concept of a catastrophic end of the world, which is supposed to happen in 2036. By the end of that year, we're supposed to enter a special period, 12 years before the complete end of the world. There are hundreds or even thousands of religious groups with similar views, and in most cases, nothing dangerous develops from this. But one should be cautious so that they don't attempt to somehow bring about the end of the world themselves. The movement is more dangerous in Ukraine, as there's a war there, and pro-Russian rhetoric smells of treason there. So the situation is a bit different there. The movement is very dynamic and demands a high level of commitment, at least from its core members. These people have problems at work or leave their jobs, driving from morning to night, sleep-deprived, hungry, or sick. The rhetoric of saving the world from a climate catastrophe pushes people to exert themselves greatly while also leading to isolation. Naturally, those around them view this negatively. From that perspective, this community is indeed dangerous. Well, friends, this highly manipulative paragraph deserves a bit of commentary.
When you consider just the idea of being sick, sleep-deprived, and so on, driving all day, sleep-deprived, and what about doctors after a long shift? Are they also dangerous to society? Or is it that, when it comes to Allatra, it's perfectly legitimate to pull out any nonsense, any glaring manipulation, just to further fill in the picture of a dangerous group, dangerous people for society?
Consider truck drivers. Well, we have to keep a very safe distance from them. They drive from morning till night, sleep-deprived.
They're all cultists, huh? But what I want to say is, yes, we conduct our activities after work hours because we respect our employers, and so on. Yes, we sometimes do it in the evening. And what about those who go to the bar in the evening, get drunk, and then crash their cars into people waiting at a bus stop? They're not dangerous? They're not cultists? Come on, friends.
And another thing, problems at work.
Yeah, problems at work.
Honestly, problems at work? What kind of problems? How can someone who openly states in the article that they don't interact with participants, that they've only spoken to maybe one or two former members, make such assessments about the entire group, as if he's our spokesperson? At that, he refers to another spokesman of Allatra International Public Movement, who supposedly studies us and knows exactly what we do, who we are, what our lives are like, that Allatra affects our work life, that we have problems at work, and so on. Honestly, the issues we face at work are due to these slanderous articles, not something else. Because what you incite with this rhetoric is exactly what provokes our employers. What's pushing them? What's putting pressure on them? This information terrorism that you're perpetrating is causing real problems at work for us. And some people have even been fired because of this rhetoric.
3 times. And these are people who are highly qualified. And their employer says, I have no issue with your qualifications. Everything is absolutely great. This particular case involved a teaching position at a private school, right? My issue, the employer says, is that parents who have read these articles are pressuring me, questioning how someone like this can teach their children. And this seems normal to you?